Korega, and we here with Industry Most Wanted Podcast with TampaMystic. Let's get it. All I had to do was pick the phone up. Real Martian ET couldn't phone us. They dress like us, walk like us, did they clone us? Supreme with some cash, sweatpants, see, I don't do much. Where you get the SBs from? Them bitches too tough, like 15 to 16.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we're checking in on the industry's most wanted.
Industry's most wanted.
Listen, I got my homie Korega checking in. I ain't seen you in a minute.
No, man, just working. What up, y'all? What up?
Everything good with you?
Yeah, man, it's coming along.
Give me some love.
23 is
Boom.
coming along real good.
Big facts. Scoot up there. I got to make sure they hear you real good. You know what I'm saying?
You know, these first couple days of 23 is coming along real good. So far, so good. You know, the music doing good as far as those the streams. And, you know, it's starting to get there. A little bit more promotion. Keep promotion and keep working.
Listen, I just want to give you your flowers real quick. Is that cool?
Yes, absolutely.
Ever since I've met you, you haven't let nothing stop you or stand in your way from doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of stuff going on maybe that other people don't have to deal with, and we ain't even got to get too deep in it, but we'll just leave it right there. But you still make a way to, you come out here to the A, you promote your music, you do interviews, video shoots, all that, man. So I just wanted to say, you know, I see you. Appreciate man, that's big.
Yeah, it started here, you know, with the pandemic. So, you know, we from Philly.
Yeah.
Pandemic was bad. We didn't really have nobody that had no openings or had anything really going on at that time.
Right.
So it was like, this was like here and like LA was like the only place. And this, though, luckily, family, knowing some people, some Taju, Yayo, a couple other people, Mills,
right.
And, you know, made it work. And, you know, the sauce that I got from here and me being from Philly, you know, combined together, it was able to storm here and other places and go through them times and, you know, meet some good people.
Absolutely. And Philly got a lot of talent.
Absolutely.
One of my good friends, shout out Neef, he came see me recently.
Sure, he good.
That's my dog, man. Just a lot of talent coming up through there. You know, I write for hip hop since 1987. You know, they're based out of Philly.
Yeah.
And just, you know, a lot of...
Not to cut you off, that was my first tour.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know,
they know they got another one coming up.
Yeah, I know. I've been checking out everything possible. I'm trying to get on, but that was like my first tour. We went from here, Tennessee, Kentucky, Tampa.
Yeah.
Miami was the last stop. One of the stops we missed, but that was like my first, and that was my first time performing.
So they got another tour, and one of the stops is in March that I'll be hosting here in Atlanta. I'll get you the information. You might be interested in pulling up for that.
I'm going to pull up.
My sis, DJ Baby Drea, going to be on the ones and twos.
We drove. Everywhere they drove, they needed us to be. We got there.
Yeah.
I'm here all the way out, and we made it happen. So.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. So, you know, let's people understand a little bit about how you got involved with music. You know, would you say coming up in Philly had an influence?
Shit, hell yeah, just like the environment. Like, you know, with my friends, and I had two friends.
Okay.
Also, like, you know, being around, you know, coming up, listening to Jay, and I remember listening to him at a time from being around my aunt, Tia, and I didn't even know what he looked like, just the music. You know, sitting in there, mom, listening to old schools. So it was always, like, big on me as far as those with music and stuff like that. But I had two friends, like Anwar and Malik, and they was, like, good with music, you know, and they died a little bit before their time.
Right.
You know, a lot before their time. So it just, like, I always did it. It just, like, I just felt like that time, like, you know, coming out of my situation, it was like, all right, what can I do that's going to keep me in motion, like moving around?
Yeah.
I had like a little sneaker business in mind, like that I was putting together in there at the time
Facts.
too. Like, so I was like, all right, that'll keep me traveling, sneaker cons and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what else? And I'm like, damn, music. But I'm hearing new people day to day, like while I'm in jail and I'm listening to it on the radio, like, damn, who this? And I'm hearing the sound shifting, but I'm like, it's still, damn, it's like it ain't no gatekeeper no more. It's like just everybody is just like whatever. Like,
absolutely.
If they grabs to you, you'll be getting a knock at the door. Some come fast, some
I love
take
that,
time.
though.
It's like, you know, it's just a process.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you say that the evolution of how this music business has gone since you first started? Are you happy with how everything has been changing?
Yeah, with me, because it's moving fast. Like Tampa, we 2 singles and 3 EPs in.
Yeah.
30 Days, 30 Nights, 4 Corners, and now Redline just coming out the 24th of December. So it's like, I'm looking at it like I had to catch up. Like that was the first thing like we talked about when I remember when you first interviewed me. And the first interview was like you come from a different area, music and rap. It's like rap, and you know, no disrespect to nobody, but it's like I know I'm gonna have to work extra hard. So it's like I don't have a problem with that. Like you know where I come from, the environment.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I was into at the time was like this make it a walk in the park. Like you know this is easy for me, and I really know how to do music. So it's like the better the producers, the better the beats. And I think it's just going, well, I know that it's going to keep just elevating as long as I keep working. I got some good teammates, you know. I got a good manager. She's, like, on it. Like, you know.
That's
like,
so important.
I got Kawan. He's doing his thing. Like, he's on it, playing his part. Like, you know, while focusing on Rare Genetic, like, getting that full blast. And we got another part of us, like, she's a monster. Like, she our secret weapon, so.
You gotta have women on your team.
For real,
I'm just saying.
No, without a doubt. Like, you know, part of this, like, first time I came here was you, a woman that gave me the sauce about, you know, what you think I should do, as far as though as you know my style of rap and which way you think I should go with it, and it worked for me.
Facts.
Like, you know, everybody else, it might don't work, you know, with giving it to them in that manner
Absolutely.
or doing it that way, but it worked for me, like, taking it the long way.
Yes.
Worked for me, like breaking it down instead of just selling the whole. It worked.
Well, and it also worked because you listen to your peers.
Absolutely.
You listen to like when I first started working with OG Bigger Rankin, one of the first questions I asked him when I first started working with him was, when you work with artists, what makes you want to work with them particular artists? And he said, when they listen. What can you tell somebody who thinks they know everything? You can't tell them nothing because they think they know it all.
You gotta listen.
Yeah.
Somebody, even if you take bits and parts out of it, like it don't have to be word for word everything you said
Absolutely.
and how you know orchestrated it, but just like something that you gave me, a lot of the stuff that you gave me, you know, I used part of this journey, like, you know, that we on this ride because it was very beneficial to me at the time. So everybody different. I just think like if you got people around what they're around for, if you're not gonna listen to them and take heed to something that somebody got to say, out of 20 people being around you, even 10, you know, 5, you like 2 people got, if not 3, got something good to say that makes sense. Like, why they around then? Like, you just need to do it by yourself.
Absolutely. Most definitely. Like, you know, when you have a team of people, everybody's got to be beneficial. Absolutely. They got to be an asset and not a liability.
So what's going on to your situation?
Right. Absolutely. So since the last time we sat down and did this until now, you know, talk about everything you've been working on. Bring us up to speed.
Shit, we just let out Redline. Redline took some time. Like, that was an EP that was originally supposed to, like, you know, come out, like, in 21.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, like, you know, he got a short film out called Redline. Long Live Jack. Like, you know, Jack had passed away, like, in 21. Like, we had met him on the Hip Hop Since 1987 tour.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And we met Jack, and he just was like, yo, told Kawan, like, if y'all don't come to L.A. and bring him to L.A., like, you a fool. Like, I got everything and more you need. So we, like, kept in touch for a while or whatever like that. And me and him was, like, getting real close. And he was, like, actually getting a lot of stuff together, like, contract-wise, because he was like, look, I got the producers. I got these people out here. You got some family out here in Los Angeles. So it was, like, just going to work. And with Jack passing, with the Redline thing, it was like, all right, I wanted to do another EP, and I, like, got one.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to figure out. We don't want to really speedball it, because I was really going to drop it in the next month.
Yeah.
On the 14th of February. Called Things We Sent For. It's going to come out real soon. Like, so I wanted to do that first, but being as though Jack passing, it was like, no, you know, I'm gonna slow this down. This was something that me and him came. That's where the name came from. Like,
yeah.
Like, yo, you gonna be the soundtrack. We gonna do this,
That's
and
so dope.
the third. And you know, so I just was like, this personal. Like, so to me, like,
very personal.
Redline is like I like other songs. I got personal songs on Four Corners and 30 Days and 30 Nights, but everybody elevates. I just think Redline special. Like, you know, I done got so much feedback from different people. Like, you know, just texting, like, how they feel about Redline from beginning to end. Like,
right, absolutely.
Mixed up in the middle, like how I did it. Like, it was just me.
Yeah.
It was my set it up. Like, I actually found out how to upload music, y'all, this time. So it was like cool. Like, I upped it on DistroKid, United Masters, like, and I like put it together, you know. Then once I uploaded it and all that, then I sent it to Kawan, and then I sent it to everybody.
Yeah.
Cause I just wanted to just like, this was personal with me. It was like for those, me and him. So, you know.
You had to do it for his legacy because that's something you guys started together. So you had to continue and finish the product.
Yeah. He was good. Like, he just came off like it was just a little different. Like, he just like was telling me like, yo, I told my parents like, when I get the right money, I'm gonna get my own artist. Like, and actually he had somebody from here that he was actually dealing with.
Okay.
While they was on the tour, I can't like really remember the guy's name. I didn't really know him, and we. You know, he was talking to Kawan. I didn't even see him when we was in Kentucky at Hip Hop in '97.
Yeah.
But he just said he liked the rock and roll player of 30 Days, 30 Nights.
Yeah.
He was like, for your first time performing and, you know, ever, and just the motion of you going different flows and it went back and forth. He like, it just was that old school, that rap, you know, where the age of era, you know, we come from where, you know, you got to spit.
Right.
You got to content, it makes sense, like telling stories, like
absolutely.
Whatever it is, but it's just a little different era. And he said he liked it, so we clicked in, and that like kind of slowed the process up because I was like kind of like, damn, why this shit keep happening to me? Like, it's the second time. Like, my uncle had some real good ties. Like, when you get older, he wound up having a stroke or whatever like that. Like, he was locked in with some motherfuckers in the industry.
Yeah.
And it was like, then another tie I had, and it just kept happening. Like, me meeting people later that knew me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I'm meeting them later on. They're like, damn, you do music? Like, fuck, so I just passed, and this happened with this person, and he don't deal with it no more. And it looked like, so this was a lot. And I'll be trying to tell people, like, it's a process. It can happen.
Yeah.
For me, it's a process.
Yes.
I tend to take it the long way. It was some actually other outlets I could have took, like that I thought, to me, I looked at the time as I was cutting corners, I was cheating.
Yeah, a lot of people try to do that in life.
Yeah, and I just come from, like, maybe it is too, and they still my friends, like, you know, and they still, you know, post my stuff, like, you know, they still let me know, like, yo, bro, when we gonna go in the studio, and I just be like, yo, it's organic, like, this ain't no Instagram shit, like, you know, we don't gotta, like, rush it. And it's just, like, maybe because where I come from, like, nobody never really gave us shit. Like, we come from good family households. But, like, you know, once we, like, got off that porch, it was, like, it just was always us. We got everything on our own. Like, we just never really had no easy layout. Like, we, like, made it, sketched it, drew that shit, like, colored that shit, and then, like, put it to the forefront. Like, excuse me. But it was, like, more like that. We did all that ourselves. So it was, like, you know, I appreciate you. You there,
right?
But not yet. Like, I'm gonna need you one day. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's gonna really count. But I wanted, and like, me and you might actually help bring you also back too, like the way you need to be. But so it's like, it's a process though.
Absolutely, and you know, like you were saying, you know, coming up, you didn't probably have everything you wanted. So now that you're working hard and you're seeing stuff come in, you appreciate it a lot more, right?
And it was like more like. Too much of what I wanted almost. Like, you living under people's shadows. Like, you know, a shadow of my father. Like, you know, a shadow of just, like, me wanting to venture off. I kind of think that's, like, what made me, like, get it the way I did. Like, you know, and maybe take the route and do things that I did. Because my layout was kind of, like, laid out. Like, a lot of my friends' layout was, like, laid out. We come from good households, like, all of us, like, but we, like, chose to take our own route. Like, do the, that's such and such son, and that's such and such nephew, like, kind of sort of bothered me at the time. Like, it's good, but it's like, fuck, like, you want to know me from me? Like, I'm Korega. Like,
right. No, absolutely.
Like, so it was like,
absolutely.
So it was like that was, like, kind of cool. So, like, once we got ourselves together and was able to get in them molds and them rounds, it was like everything we did. Like, we get the invitation when you was going to Vegas to say, yo, we having something at such and such. All right, we'll see you there, though. Like, you know, we got our own section. It's cool. We appreciate it. But it feel just better.
You your own man, though.
Like, and you and your guys, like, you know, and I always been with them, like, and we always been like that, like, you know, so it don't really bother me that when you get a turn down or, you know, a person say, you know, we looking for more of a drill rap than this
right.
because, you know, we trying to catch this wave, this money in this wave thing before it, you know, die down. So it was kind of cool with me. Like, I know the process, and we have some people that came our way, and it just wasn't right paperwork-wise. Like, no, like 60, 40, 70, 30.
It's got to make sense.
Yeah, like, no, that don't make sense. Oh, yeah, your platform ain't that big, but when you put me on the big screen and say, Ega is signed to such and such records,
yeah,
it's going to do this overnight. Yeah, I'm from the big city, like one of the big cities, like Philly, so it's like, Philly respect you when you get there. Like, yeah, you respected you in this dope game when you might have did this. We respected you when you ran around and you might have dealt with all these girls. Like, yeah, that was cool. But you got it. We know you can rap, but you got to show us. We the same. Get there in this.
Absolutely.
And then we gonna follow you too. And I don't. It don't bother me. Like, it's cool. Like, so it always been like that. And we never really had like pom sharing for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I really didn't ever give a fuck. Like, so like this shit is easy. Like, it's gonna get better. We're gonna meet better producers, better engineers, like, you know, better beat makers, like videographers.
Of course.
It's everybody, photographers, everybody, podcasters, like, you know, and it's always gonna be my first stop. But like, you know, if it was signed to the biggest record label in the world, like,
yeah,
we still come back here, like, you know, it's just a working process.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that. Like, I've interviewed over the last 12 years. I've done thousands of interviews, and I've seen so many of them artists who are big now, and I'm like, I like to be a part of the process on the rise. Like, absolutely. Once they get to that Drake level, they don't need to come stop through here. You get what I'm saying? But on the rise, they need to come stop through here.
But it still is, when you get to there too, it's still, because you being where you at, it works for you.
Yes.
It pays and does the thing that you needed to do in your life and for you and yours. But me being signed to a major record label, and then me being somebody that's a platinum selling artist, like, when that day comes, it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, me coming here, you know what that would do for you?
Yeah. Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Why shouldn't some people do it? Like, but
you would. Let's hold on. Let's pause right there. Korega would. But some of these other big artists, they have such an ego, they feel like they don't have to do this type of stuff.
And that's like kind of cool. Like, you know, I don't knock nobody. I want nobody to change their narrative because I'm not dumb and they're not me.
Right,
so
facts.
I was just talking to somebody about that earlier, like sidebar, about the same thing, just a different situation. They
yeah.
Like, but why I won't? And I'm like, I ain't here to figure that wild part out.
Nah, for real. It's
like,
not your job.
My job is to worry about my Korega, my homies, my family, and my team. You know, the people that support me, the ones that music go there first.
Yes.
Like, you know, the people, like, you know, yo, don't do this, make this. Like, yeah, don't use this one. Like, yeah, I know you want to do this, but make something that they can bounce to. Like, no, all right, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so that's where Scared Money came from. From that day, he was like, yo, like a club art, like, you gave us Black Mass. That was like a kind of dinner, that beat, but they was like, we need, like, something in the club.
I mean,
too, like a little bit, like,
yeah,
you need the sound bounce around. You can do it, but just do it for us. And I couldn't find a beat.
Yeah, that's the biggest
that I needed.
Probably obstacle is finding the beat. Once you find that beat, you can work your magic.
Man, Soul Beats, he's from Flint, like, you know, right outside of Flint.
Yeah, he's the
like,
go-to.
All them beats is from Redline. Is from
him.
Like, that's him, man. His project. You know that me and him. I told him about Redline. We met. It's crazy we met off of Instagram. Like, him listening to my music off of through putting the reels up.
Yeah.
The sport page. And he just started writing me like, yo, where you from? I'm like, Philly. He like, yo, you decent. Like, you hot. You like, yo, I got some beats. We work some shit out. Like, now we tapping all day, call all day. Like, we know we contact. So I was trying to prepare because I really wanted to go to do it there. Like, that vibe, that Michigan vibe. Like, you know, the Detroit vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's that sound of that beat. That's where, you know, it come from outside of that. And I really wanted to go there and do Scared Money with him. Like, you know, just put us in some areas and put us around that area. Like, that's where, like, you know, you did this. Like,
yeah.
You know, with me. Like, I actually put the bars and the wordplay to it, but without the beat, there's no Scared Money.
No, absolutely. That's, you know, and then the next step is finding someone who can mix and master it to the quality that you need it. Who does your engineering for you?
JR. He's back home in Philly. JR do the engineering for me, you know, when I'm home. And, you know, when I come here, we did with Yayo, Big Yay. So, you know, just trying to keep everybody. I'm just telling them, like, this year, I'm trying to get all the way back in that mode, like LA, New York.
I'm gonna intervene right there. You ain't trying to do it. You're going to do it.
But
I am.
The thing is getting a perfect team that's willing to take.
Listen,
the cloud hop.
I already know it's hard. It is. You see, I'm here by myself right now. It's hard to find a solid team that wants to work as hard as you.
Like, and he here. My cousin, like, he actually here. So, and a couple of my other cousins, they here.
That's who with you today?
Yeah, my cousin. So he here. My cousin Pooh, he here. He lives here.
Yeah.
A couple of my other cousins live here. My uncles, like, so.
That's dope.
There's people here. But if I ain't with Kawan, I'm everywhere Dolo. I be going on the Dolo because it's like, I understand people got their own life too.
Absolutely.
And absolutely right now, I want to let them know that when you start, if you don't go a viral or blow up or overnighter, you don't make money right away. Like
at all.
You don't get what is it? You don't get Instagram. They give you like a verification for when you can start
being monetized.
Yeah. Like YouTube monetized, you got to get a certain amount of subscribers, which I think is 1,000.
1,000 and
like so
in a certain amount of watch hours. I think 4,000 watch hours.
4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, and I know people that got nice platforms and they subscribers is still not 1,000. So I don't want people to think that like you can come in and you like automatically gonna get paid. So it's like nothing wrong with having a side job. Find something else that like that run hand in hand, and like sneakers business and music run hand in hand.
Right.
You know, deal with customers in the industry game, you know, music business.
Yeah.
On top of it puts me in Tampa, it puts me in Houston,
yeah.
It puts me in Miami. Anywhere sneaker con is at or something going on, so it run. Now I get there and I said, let me Google the studio. And she just with somebody at, and then when I go, you know, they expecting. Maybe because sometimes my hair or whatever it is and the young look, they expecting and when it's like, and it's a little different, and they're like, whoa. And we wind up being cool, and then the ties click. Like we got a videographer in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he engineers for me, Pablo. And he's on the song Four Corners. The name that's one of my songs too. Ballin'.
Yeah.
Me and him got like, so it's like always linking. We got some people in Miami, some family members in Miami, like, you know, they got some stuff rolling. So I'm, you know, getting the people together now so we can like super get this ball rolling, because I'm telling them like we going to do it all as a whole. Or it's still going to get done because I'm going to do it regardless. I'm going to do it by myself. I know it'll be a harder process.
Absolutely.
But I came too far, like with me. Like, everybody's different, but I came too far to just, and I ain't no quitter. Like, I don't never quit on nothing. Maybe put it on hold for a little while and slow down because I had to attend to something else. Like,
yeah.
You know, but, no, never just completely, like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing that no more. No,
absolutely not. The only time you're going to lose is if you quit.
Absolutely.
We ain't quitting.
No, we ain't doing
because we ain't losing.
No, absolutely not.
Let me ask you this. You had mentioned that you was on tour with hip hop since 1987. Being on tour with them, like, what did you get from that? How did that help you?
It put me in front of people that was actually from Philly.
Yeah.
That actually had some platforms, and I didn't know anything about them.
Yeah.
And they didn't know anything about me.
Yes.
So that was the first start. It took me to Kentucky. It took me to Tennessee. It took me to Tampa. It took me to some places where this is my first time ever performing. Like, I don't got, like, you know, you still got, even if it's a move rock back and forth for side to side, you got some type of moves.
Facts.
I'm just like, this wire. This wire is killing me. Like, I know this. I just trying my best just to focus. It's like, once I got into the mode, it was like, I got a little bit more comfortable. And I'm like, now I know how to, like, you know, kind of slow down and don't say some of the words.
Right.
And so you can catch your breath and don't try to say every word. Please don't do that. You'll kill yourself. Because I almost, in Kentucky,
you almost fell out?
doing rock and roll player, the beat shifting, and I'm trying to catch every up and down. I'm like, whoa, I can feel it in my head.
About to pass out.
Caught myself, and the water bottle was right there, so it was cool. But it actually helped me out because it got some people, it got some DJs, it got some people that got podcasts, it got some people that see me that was like calling, like, yo, even if you don't come back to Kentucky, like, we'll set the whole interview up for you for don't get nothing, just get back here. Like, your sound, like, you know, it's a little different than everybody else's. Like, my voice, like, so it got me some ties, like, doing it, and it actually kind of helped me a lot. It got me to get to know some people, some good people that still help me to this day.
That's a blessing, though, and that's what you have to do as an artist, especially as an independent artist. You have to take advantage of all those type of opportunities. Like you said, you met people that was from your city that you didn't know.
Yeah, it was like 7 people there. When they was like, yeah, Korega, like, you know, from Philly. They like, oh, Philly in the building. I'm like, wow. And they like, what the hell? And they like, they never heard. They like, then when you start rapping at that time, I'm like, we got like 10, 11 months in. I'm like, a year, I think. They like, what? Just the sound, I guess, like to them. And I just was starting. And I met Jake there. So that was like, kind of like that. It's still like, and he got a lot to do with the Thrive. Like, he believed in me. Like, he took money of his personal money and got us our apartment.
He changed your life forever.
His thing was like, I got this money, I'm gonna take and get this apartment. Like, he was like, when you get here, we're gonna go check it out and make sure. And that's it. Like, he had a whole vision. Like, he had the cameras. Man. He had what you would need. Like, the real sit down, the red eyes, like he had the real deal. Like, he like, I spent every dime on my cameras at a point in time. And he was like 80,000, like maybe like 60, 70,000 into the movie before, like he needed maybe like 8 or 9,000. Like they posted, they might have got that in a matter of like, who knows when, like it went overboard. Like, you know, they took it down or whatever, like did what they was supposed to do. And this a good, like, you know, picture. You know, they short film picture that they put out, and it's like doing good right now. I gotta check it out again. I always look at it, you know, periodically all the time. I got the original copy on my phone.
Where is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube, and I'm gonna get all the information for you. I'm sorry right now.
No, you good.
I don't got the like.
That's okay.
You know, to give it to the people, like, but it's a good joint, and I'll give it to you. It's called Redline. Like, he was the like. Even the actors, and it was like kind of some people it wasn't their first time. Yeah, but a lot of people it was their first time. Like he don't have.
He gave them a shot. That's dope.
He gave it. They was actually giving him a shot. It was one hand watched the other.
Absolutely.
He didn't have no other movies out or nothing like that. It just was like, you know, he was doing what he was doing, and the people believed in him, and he believed in him and believed in them, and it was working out.
Is that something that interests you on a level of something you might get into is doing acting, getting into film?
Everything. I just believe, like, when you step in the industry with music, like, it's just, like, no limits. It's, like, it's all types of things that's going to come your way. It's going to be, like, you know, people don't like to call it, like, you know, I'm a model. But people wanting you to model their clothes and wear their clothes and all types of, like, scripts that people might like. Look, you might fit the description of a movie character.
Absolutely.
You know, or somebody that they want to be a part of the cast, so everything is not going to turn nothing down but your collar as long as it makes sense.
Right, and it could possibly open other opportunities and doors for you.
Everything is to open up.
Right.
The doors and the opportunities for not only myself, for the generation under me. Like, you know, the ties, it really honestly started out like, damn, I'm going to use my ties. Yeah. And do this. I can speed the process up and help them. Yeah. But I didn't know, like, and that's why I tell people all the time, I didn't know how hard it was. It is hard. Very. Not to me. The process, like, doing music, like, people really didn't know that was always my go-to to myself. Right. I used to write it and do it to myself, so it was always something that, like, even if I blew up off of the sneaker business before music would still be like a studio in my crib. Yeah. Like, it'd still be that. Like, it's like for my personal self, but it's just like now, when you get people that like, yo, I really like your music. Like, I listen to your music all day. Like,
how does that make you feel?
First it made me feel like, maybe because people was like, all right, I know a lot of people, so I'm like, maybe people being biased. So I'm like, all right.
Because I know them.
Yeah, because I know them, and it's like, some people, just because that's your friend, we gonna go overboard. Like, of course. But my friends are not biased. Like, they not. they like, yo, that shit trash. Like
they should tell you that. They need to tell you.
I don't got them friends. My friends be like, yo,
does your cousin do that? He gonna let you know?
I send it to him. I send it to
like, nah, bro, that's not it.
You know, like certain songs, like I know certain people is looking for certain things. So certain songs I don't even send to certain people.
Right, because you know they're not gonna vibe with that.
I send my brother, like it's like my brother, I send him this song. He's like, bro.
He even got the little sound effect.
What the fuck is like? He like, I don't understand. I said, now we can talk because you let me know you don't understand, and it was Timeless, and then I told him like, yo, asshole, Timeless about you.
Yeah.
Like he was like, huh? And I'm like, just listen to the words. I said, you don't take the time sometimes to listen to music, and when you listen to it, it's actually about you. Like bits and parts of it is about things that you did at the part of time. When you listen, and he was like, "Oh, I just don't." Like he called me about Black Mass. Yeah. Somebody must have told him. He heard. No, I posted Black Mass. The first time we played it in a club in Delaware, and the effect we got from it, and we was all like looking at each other like, "This one of the ones." I said, "But it got to be right." See, it don't matter how long ago the music is. How long ago it was done, it don't matter. Like, I know people's songs that we don't be knowing that song be coming from 5-6 years ago. It might have been banging down the A, but it just ain't get up north.
Exactly,
and
absolutely.
It's like, I heard that song in the A in 2000, and now it's like 23. This song, you keep hearing it, and it's like, it finally breaks through.
It takes time.
Yeah, especially you got to push it.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, with Scared Money, I got a lot of videos I'm going to do, like, visuals. I want to do visuals for running. That's the number one, like, the intro, the outro. I Got Us. Won't Let Go, and Scared Money. I want to do, if I can do them, every one off there, I would love to.
Yeah.
But they are, like, my top 4. Like, Scared Money, you know, because it gives that sound. I wanted to do something else, but I know my videographer, he has a job too as well, my little cousin Marmar, like, so he's off on the weekends. So
yeah.
I be trying to like kidnap him, like,
yeah,
like, cause I got a bigger vision for Scared Money, like, and people thought like Philly, Atlanta, North Carolina, LA, Portland, Seattle. I had a vision for it, like bouncing around the world, like the screen switching.
Yeah,
and
that's
everywhere
fire.
I'm somewhere else with a different outfit on and a different sneaker, because it's more like talking about that sneaker, that Nike Dunk, that SB, the Strange Lover. So that's where it really came on from. Like talking about that, we stimulated from that. But I just got a crazy vision.
But honestly, that's what keeps people's attention in any film. Every maybe 3 to 5 seconds, they're changing angles and
the screen switching.
You have to, because if you stay on the same angle for too long, people get bored.
They get bored, or if you stay in the same, if there's no content to it, it's right now. We're gonna be all the way honest. It's 3 things people want to see. Either they want to see the content, what you talking about.
Yes,
they want to see it.
Right.
If you talking about, you know, the drill rap, they want to see the guns. Where are
right.
they at?
Absolutely.
We don't even care if they really props.
Right.
But where are they? We better see them, because you keep talking about killing them 200 people, but we don't see no guns in the video. We don't see no guys. It's just you.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of cap.
When you talking about this the thing, they want to see it. Whatever it is you talking about. If you talking about the new dancing, like, you know, the kids, like, they got that shit on Smash, like, and I respect it. And they want to see it. They want to see you dance, and they want to see you shake. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you talking, when I'm talking the content, I'm telling you all the time, yeah, I used to sell drugs. Yeah, it still give me a chills. Is, you know, when I think about it, like, you know, certain things, like, so I just want to show y'all, you know, my friends around the world, like, some of the ties and the places that I go, because it's like the content.
And places they may never have been. You're showing them something new.
Absolutely, because that was my first time. Portland is one of the most beautiful places that I ever been, like, and I never been to that side, like, you know, growing up. I never even been to Oakland at the time before, like, so even going to Oakland, even going to San Fran, during the time when the Warriors won the during the time the Warriors won the championship, they had the parade there. and we was there in Oakland, you know, come through all the way through the San Fran, whatever, how far I go through, but we was there for that. And Portland is like,
it's beautiful.
It's different. Seattle too, Washington
the West Coast is definitely a different vibe.
Yeah, but even on that side of the West Coast, going to like, you know, I only been, you know, Los Angeles,
right,
on that southern side, you know, going to that other side of the, you know, the West Coast, it's like, whoa. It made me like, all right.
It's like a whole new world out there.
It's like, all right, Kylie, I love y'all, my family there, so it's different. So it makes me always still look at, you know, Los Angeles, like, you know, my family, they from Watts, so it always make my, you know, I got some family from Compton on the south side, and it always make me look at L.A. different.
Okay.
Than other people might look at L.A. They might, oh, we don't like L.A., it ain't like how you see him. No, it's not how. It's not going to ever be how it is with me.
Yeah.
I got a different experience, like, you know, of L.A., like, you know, so it's always different, but it shook it up a little bit, that Oregon and Seattle and Oakland. It made me like, whoa, it's decent over here. It's live, it's lit. Because I've never been over that way before.
Right.
So it's
we miss out on a lot of stuff because we get stuck.
You get stuck, like, you know, somewhere. And when, you know, and once again, due to my dad, you know, my dad been gone for some years, like, you know, since I was like 6 years old. So still working a mojo from up in the sky. Like, and it's kind of crazy. Like, it was one of his friends, like somebody that was a friend of his, and a friend of his linked me with him and was like, I got some people for you. Like, they know some people.
Yeah.
It can be beneficial to me. And I always be doing my own thing, and I'm like, oh, I appreciate it, and it's cool. And they like, no, like, you know, your dad was everything to me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that was my partner, like, you see what I'm saying? And I know some people, and I got you. And they start linking me with them, and, it's, you know, it started clicking.
Yeah.
And, you know, sooner or later, like, you know, it's time to, you know, everybody still go their own way. It's like we helping you along the way. We going to pitch you there.
Yeah.
But you still got to drink the water. I can take you to the lake, but you still got to drink it yourself. I can't make you drink it.
That's right.
So when it kept going on, we still keep in contact, but it's like that helped me out a lot. It put me in 4 different states on a whole nother side that I never been in before, ever.
Relationships will put you in places that money cannot.
Absolutely.
And that's the biggest facts.
And especially like me and the guys, they still got to like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, like,
no, that's a huge part of
they
it.
Still got to fuck with you. Like,
that's a huge part of
it.
It.
Like, yeah, your dad was thorough. Like, you still might be a fucking nut.
But if you were like, an asshole, they were like, I liked your pops, but I can't fuck with you.
You still goofy. Like, so it don't matter. Like, so it still was like, I always got good reads. Like, we leave, they text like, yo, he green. Like,
yeah,
all the way,
that's
like,
dope.
live. And, you know, so it, like, I never really have been nowhere like that. People that I met, like, that didn't, like, kind of grasp to me or take to me. Like, you know, I like him. Like, he got a different
because you got good energy.
You know, and the people that I'm meeting, like, they energy always be like my partner, like my brother CJ. Like, we actually met in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, like, last year. You would have thought that I knew him, like, forever. Like, you know, we feel the same way, like, but that's my partner. But, like, saying that, just use that as an example, like, meeting people, and you don't even know people. Like, we met in a delayed flight, and they landed us in Chicago.
Yes.
And me and him met we've been cool ever since. Like, ever since, like, cool as hell. Like, you know, he keep me updated what's going on. He always ask me any help, advice, anything. Like, you know, the times that he use them for me and keep it pushing in the work.
That's solid.
For the both of us. So, it'd be like, I don't want people to think, don't be scared to get up and roll. Like, even if people not with you at the time, like, you know, just go do your thing.
Absolutely.
Like, it is dangerous everywhere in the world.
Of course.
But
you can't walk around in fear, though, because you'll never get anything done.
Ain't shit gonna get done. Absolutely
Nothing will get done. Like, I do a lot of stuff by myself, too, and people be like, oh, you a female out? I said, look, bro, I don't walk around in fear. Not saying I'm invincible, but I also keep my head on a swivel and I know how to move.
Absolutely. I'll pay attention. You paying attention to what's going on.
Just don't be moving out here dumb.
And you know that you're not supposed to be here. You know that this is dangerous. Like, why are you there? So now what you looking for, whatever is about to come your way.
Facts.
If you can stand on it, all right, go there.
When I moved to Atlanta, I learned where to go and where not to go.
Yeah,
period.
Man. Like, it's like that anywhere. Philly, New York, Atlanta. It's like just rules, golden rules. Like, you know, from TV show you that place is not
right.
Like, you know,
you're not gonna leave the same person you came there.
Yeah, like, I never had.
Or you're gonna leave with less.
And like, you're looking at like places like to get off subject like Kentucky. I never had a vision of what Kentucky might honestly look like. I just always thought country.
Yeah.
Because of where's it at, and you know how it
right.
is. But when I got there, I'm like, this shit look like Philly. Like, we downtown Kentucky, and it didn't look like, you know, I see addicts, and I see people walking around, and I see the people that look north, and it just looked at like, damn, other parts probably different. The houses and how it is.
Absolutely.
No, that shit looked at the same. Like, Tennessee looked at a tad bit or different, but certain parts of Kentucky looked at like, shit look like the city.
Yeah.
Certain parts. Like, it don't look like how I like vision. So don't ever be scared to, like, people, like, to get up and go. Like, that's the way. That's how you make things happen.
Absolutely. So, coming into 2023, we fresh into 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Korega in the building.
Absolutely.
Philly in the building.
Yeah.
We've been rocking for years now, for a long, long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Before me, even before I came about, like, you know, my cousin, y'all relationship. Years before that, so it's always locked in. It's always been love since I did it and I started. Like I said again, once again, you always gave me the sauce, and it worked.
And we'll continue to do so.
Absolutely appreciate it.
So what can we expect? You know, we'll say in the first quarter of 2023 that we didn't see from you in 2022.
Visuals, like, I'm sorry, I apologize. Like, you know, it's life, but I want y'all to understand that also. You know, I got kids, I got a life, I got things that outside of that I be like, wanting to do this, but I be wanting my stuff to be right.
Yes.
The certain word, you know, content, it gotta click. It gotta match. You can't be like, you know, having songs like No Regrets and it's talking about relationships and there's no girl in it.
Right.
So I got it, like, the video was shot so good. Great cameraman, like, I appreciate him, like, the camera was all that. But I wanted the editing, like, he let me know also too, like, at the time, like, you know, I'm not really good at this. We got somebody else that we deal with, you know, like that. And I know that people don't like the edited other people's work.
Absolutely, you're right. They do not.
So it was like something I just kept to myself, but it was like that was supposed to be the start off the kicker, but it was more like I've been wanting my visuals the visuals. Because people want to see it. All the day they talk to it, they look at red line, you see front like a train. You see Four Corners, you see a hand cover, you see 30 Days, 30 Nights. It's like different, you know, places that I've been. And then you see Fed Talking is a cover of multiple dudes that have been through the, you know, correctional facility, you know, of state and federal. So you really don't never get to see actual me. Like, but you know, you got Monster, you got Disloyal. I just need more visuals, like the visuals.
We in that era.
Absolutely, because they want to see stuff.
They want to see stuff. That's why Instagram and TikTok are so relevant, because we can put all of our content out there for free.
Yeah, and they need to see it. Like, and I got so, and it's crazy. Like, and I say I apologize because I needed to be right. I can't just give y'all anything.
Absolutely,
when you don't know. It's different. Like, me starting out, certain things I didn't know, and we just using anybody, and we just putting stuff out there, and it's like, damn, when I'm looking at it, I'm like that didn't even match. Like, it didn't even, like, the words didn't match. Like, Monster's perfect. Disloyal, yes, they my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, but other visuals that we had, it was more like, I was, like, kind of pissed, but we couldn't, because it was like, they let me know they was just getting started.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and we just getting started. So it's like a whole for everybody as a whole. Like, everybody just getting started. Yeah. And we trying to get it together. So it's like now they got to be immaculate. Yeah. Like, we need the best cameraman. We got some of them here. We got my little cousin, Marmar Raw Footage. He's back home. We got Bag Talk Raw. We got Hair. We got Mills. You know, we got Hair. We got some people here. And there's a lot of other guys here, too, in talent. Like, you know, as far as videographer and photographer, you know, podcasting, we got you, one of the best to me, Tampa. But it's just like visuals. Yeah. Visuals and more marketing and more promotion and promotion and promotion.
And that's what you're doing. You out here in the A right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I talk to you, it's always, you always on business. You always working. Yeah. Always making positive moves.
My text messages always saying Apple Pay.
Like, he do hit you with the Apple Pay.
Like, my kids, like, the girls, like, they sneakers cost $175 now. They cost $200.
Boy,
they want these things, these hoodies. They cost $700. Like,
that's
my daughter sent me
insane.
a hoodie that cost $700. I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, yo, but it's like, how I can't, like, you know, you got to turn up and super grind, even though it's like, shit, if I was doing what I'm used to,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the process, but it's like,
Right, it's different now, yeah.
Got me, boom, 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 locked behind the can, like, and then I'm not really here with them at all to do nothing for nobody, and I see how valuable I am to people. I see what I mean to people.
That's right.
Even though, like, the transition is slow, you know, I'm always losing my faith. It was times where, like, getting that, like, when I said that on running, it was like, it's like really what I was going through. Like, you know, you taking L's, like, you losing money, like, you know, friends, like, you know, people going to jail, like, they calling people need lawyer fees. The younger generation, they got a lot of going on, like, you know, in and out the, you know, system, like, you know, stuff, shit just going on in general, like, with their families. Like, you know, they got girlfriends, they got kids young, they got stuff going on that everybody needs to attend to.
That's
but
right.
It's like no way in the world, like, how could you do all that? I don't know. Like, it's no way, that any way, shape, and form. So I just try to do my best as much as I can when I can.
That's all we can do is you got to be Korega to the best of your ability.
Absolutely.
That's it.
As much as I can, I try to, like, balance it all out. I don't really complain. I ain't gonna even say really. I don't.
As
complain.
we shouldn't.
I like kind of complain to myself. Like, I beat myself up sometimes in the head. Like,
of
yo,
course.
why you do that? Like, you know, why? Like, I should never did this. Like, I know, yeah, he ain't deserve that shit. Like, you know, but it be like sometimes I don't really know how to, like, shit on my peoples. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't come from that. Like, my circle of guys, like, you know, my homies and my squad, like we don't come from that shit. Like, we come from, like, you know, all for one and one for all.
You're
like,
loyal.
Yeah, like, my niggas know, like, today or tomorrow, like, they say the contract is on.
Yeah.
Ain't no, like, whoever want to stay, y'all can stay, but, like, yo, we got this big-ass house, this shit is for us.
Yes.
Everything else, like, you know, but you going to play this part, this person can do this.
Everybody knows their role.
You can do your own if you want to, but we play follow the leader in my squad, like, and it ain't nothing wrong with following the leader.
Of course
ain't
not.
nothing wrong with no matter how old they are, that got the vision. And that got the way if it makes sense, why not?
Absolutely.
And that's why we always, and I say we so much because a lot of the things, you might have a person that might have started by themselves and didn't have to turn around and, you know, Steve Nash should pass to a guy or, you know, say, just because you my cousin don't mean that I got to put you on. And people don't understand that, no, genuine, loyal dudes and loyal guys put people on.
That's absolutely
like,
right.
It don't matter because, you know, he got something. He's not obligated. That nigga worked for that.
That's right.
That's how he got it. She worked for that. She's not obligated to do anything for you. And I think that's why we got so far when we did it, even in doing, you know, when we went to jail, like, we got what we got because we stuck together.
That's
we got
right.
what we got because it wasn't wrong with listening to him and saying, damn, bro got a plan. Bro, what you think about this? All right, boom, 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 boom. And he might have put his 1-2 to it and spent it. Here we go. Damn, this the method. This what we going to follow.
Yeah.
It's always the method of anything is always the out-hustle him.
That's right.
If you got nice size bags that you put anything in them and you look at them and say, these bags. And I say, damn, what size bags you got? And you say, oh, I got 58s. And they nice bags, and I use them for my pens. And I say, oh, that's no, I'm getting weed bags. It's the same. It's just this thing, bigger is better.
Yes.
Like, working hard is better than being lazy. Like, it's always a way. So just following the method for me that, you know, that me and my homies, like, you know, my homies laid it down first. They laid the ground law out. And me coming out of jail in 13, like, it just was like, they my cousins. And it was more like, yo, you got the green light, come on, let's go. So we on the same mission now, and this time just legal. Yeah. Like, you know, they got businesses, my cousin got businesses. Like, we all in our own zone. Like, we got our own text messages. Like, I had to turn it off. Like, we go crazy all day long. Like, so, like, keeping in touch with each other. Because I'm out here, like, you know, and I be going to go.
They want to
like,
make sure you
be
good.
Me sometimes. Like, I be missing the shit out of them, too. But it's more like, I know getting sneakers or wheels off the ground. Like, you know, I graduate school next month, like February 16th, like electrician. Like, I got a lot of shit going on. Like,
that's big.
Also, I don't put on social media. Like, I don't let people know what's going on. Sometimes I do, and sometimes, like, you know, I might don't put it up there no more for months, and they might think, like, damn, he ain't posting it. Maybe, like, what's going on with it? Like, did he ever finish? Maybe he gave it up. Like, no, I ain't gave up shit. Like everything is still going.
You just gonna show them once it's there. You got
Absolutely, because it's like more of a process. Like I know this. Like they let me know. Like yeah, bro. You know, like the way your style and movement of rap, like the way you want to do it. Like you know, it's gonna be a process. Like it's cool with it.
Yeah.
But like you know, just knowing like even though when they not there, they there.
Yeah.
Like even though I know I can send it to them,
they hit you to make sure you're good.
To let me know what's going on and still keep me in tune. Just because I ain't there, I know everything.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, that's good, man. Good dudes.
Tell everybody where they can find the project at.
You can find the project on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Autoplay, Automac.
Audiomac.
Audiomac.
Yeah.
Audiomac. It's on every platform that you can like kind of thing. Drizzle, Drizzy,
Deezer,
Drizzy, Deezer. Excuse me.
Drake might have his own little platform.
I'm trying to think what's on the platform. It's like all types of platform.
There's so many of them out there.
It's every platform, and I can't when you download the music and they just say you're looking at it and it's like whoa shit, 40 platforms on there. All right, all I'm delivered. So like. Audiomac, like it never been on there before.
That
now it was on there.
That's a big platform. I'll just intervene real quickly. Places like Audiomac, even SoundCloud, are still relevant because the youngins can't pay for Apple Music. They can't pay for Tidal, so they're depending on the YouTubes and the Audiomacs
YouTube too, like
to go find their new music.
Yeah, definitely, because you use the school to tap in, but. It's on all platforms, KOREGA 4, or, you know, sometimes on YouTube, you know how they get tricky. It might be 24, but it's the same, my name. Instagram, Twitter. I'm learning. I don't really know how to work TikTok. Like, my engineer, like, made me make it. Like, from Durham, Sean, he from North Carolina. Like, he made me, and I forgot about Sean. Like, Sean has been a big, major part of my, what I got going on. Four Corners, he played a major part. And he still keep in tune, and he's a videographer, immaculate.
Yeah.
We got a project coming, too, also off of Red Line, me and Sean. So he made me make a, is it TikTok? Yeah, TikTok.
What? I know, I be trying to, I know, me too, I'm with you.
I kind of like, you know, seeing it. I got 5,000 pictures and videos in my phone, right? Everywhere I went, I just got to get somebody to like edit them up and orchestrate them and put them in line. Like I got so many videos. But
that's
like,
good that you do that.
Like,
yeah.
And I just don't want to be like just pitting stuff out. Like I got to learn how to make reels. But once again, the girls. They make the best reels. They know how to like get it together. So
all you gotta do is get you a little app. I use one called InShot, and it puts all the you can put the transitions and the effects and
everything in order.
Yeah, puts all that.
Cool, yeah. Cause my like even my manager like she put the best reels like and her too. Like she been like in monster mode, like low key got some shit going on, and she just like, yo, we talked about this in 22, and it's crazy how we met her. She, off of Instagram, she following somebody else. I tapped into her. I'm not gonna lie. She was like my you know, kind of looking female. So I passed on to Kawan. I wanted to keep it business, and I know me at the time, like you know, even though I wasn't on that, but it's like right next to me all the time. It's like kind of hard. So it was like I'm like, Kawan, yo. Look at this Instagram, get in contact with her, let her know we got going on. She reached out to me, but I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
So go ahead, come on, talk to her for a while. Like, but me and her, like, she sits, like, and you know, I'm bro, like, she, like, really didn't fucking know me. And was just like, yo, your fucking music is, like, different. I really believe in you, like, and she been helping me all this fucking time, Tammy. She don't know me.
Man.
She didn't know me. Like, we getting to know each other now, like, and we've been through some shit. Like, she been around with some shit that went going on, and I've been around for her. Like, that's my dog. Like, you know, she been helping me a lot, like, with receiving nothing. Like, and you know, like, and I just trying to tell people, and it's more about getting up and going. Don't think because you getting up and you going here that because you don't know nobody that you're not gonna grasp it. I had a invite, and I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. We had an invite to Tory Lane album release party. That last album that he did, that was like kind of that soul, old school vibe. Like, we got them text messages here, like, you know, we went through no cap, and like, you know, we had her right, Tierra, like she was in that mix in Los Angeles, so them people. She had some good people listening to my music, and we had an invite a +1. My parole office, due to my situation, LA was promoting that it was a lot going on in LA at that time.
Right.
So I like it kind of crushed me. Like I couldn't make it. I didn't make it, and like she sent the itinerary. Like she did everything she could, and that was like that type of shit been happening to me, and I just didn't been exploring and letting people know. Like it just been like. I'm not saying that people don't go through shit. I'll be going through some shit. And I don't complain. Like, I find a way. I still work Instagram. I still work my day-to-day life. I still try to keep everything co-spine. I got a fucking dog. Like, he follows me around every fucking where. Like, I'm really, no, it's just a lot. Like, you know, my daughters, like, you know, trying to keep up with them, like, you know, as much as going on. Like, trying to get them as much attention when I got and trying to still focus on work. Like, you know, I definitely got to, always going to find a lot more time for my kids. Like, that's why I've been really pushing it to the limit. So it can get to a time where I can just hang with them. Like, you know, they getting older. Like, you know, they want to hang with the girls. Like, they girls. So they don't want to be with me. They just want to be, yo, dad.
I heard it. I understand.
Can you give me these J's? I want this babe hoodies. I want this. And my little daughter, like, she like, she don't really like like certain stuff she like. She done too much. The oldest one, she like more like yeah, Dad, I want what you want. Like I what you got, I want. Like she like more like, so that's like kind of cool. Like they both like nice things. They intelligent, they smart. Like, you know, or whatever like that. So it's like, you know, just trying to keep everything in the flow. Like, you know, so I can keep it working and keep it drive. Like, but
you're doing a good job at it.
I'm my best.
Before we get up out of here, man, tell them one more time the social platforms where they can follow you.
You got Apple Music, you got Spotify, you got SoundCloud, you got Audio Matt, you got
Instagram,
YouTube, Twitter. Find me at Korega4, which is Korega 4. But we there, and you know, you definitely can find me there. I'm promoting music all the time. I'm moving, I'm working, and we getting busy. In my sneaker business also, which is Sneakers on Wheels. You can follow me that on Instagram too. And we haven't opened yet to the public. You know, Lord willing, you know, June, you know, everything should come into play, like, you know, with that, and we have it open to the public so we can get something going on. But, you know, for the most part, you know, that's what it is.
Last but not least, we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast, right?
Industry's Most Wanted.
Korega checking in. Go ahead and let everybody know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
Shit, man, I'm the real deal. Like I'm a little different than everybody else, and I'm like something special, something that you ain't never seen before. So that's what keeps me like a little different than, you know, the normal artists. There's a lot of artists out here that's talented, and I think every artist should feel how I feel. That's what makes me, you know, Korega. Straight like that. Give me some more love, man. I already know. It's always a pleasure to have you here. But we up out of here, y'all. Thanks, appreciate y'all. But I'm a chess player with money. Life's a gamble. Roll it to it, ain't no money. Put the mask on, come back and take my money. You got me fucked up. Trick dice to get you touched up. You's a dumb fuck, Bruce.